Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner, welcome back to another episode of Conquests of the Longbow. Okay, we are about to ambush the treasure caravan, so we can either demand surrender and then attack from all sides, ambush from overlook only, demand surrender with fanfare, or surprise ambush from two sides, or create panic with wild boars, but as we know, this one does not work. Let's do a surprise ambush from two sides. So is this it? Seize the treasure. Oh, we lost 2 men. That's pretty good, actually. Caught from both sides by surprise, the Baron and his men were quickly vanquished. Only 2 of the soldiers chose to surrender. We stripped them of armor and weapons and set them free. Truly, this has been a proud day in the history of the outlaws of Sherwood Forest. We spent the rest of the day helping count the money. Oh, what? I'm an idiot. I thought this... Every single time that I read this word ransom, I thought it was, I read it like rewards. It's a bounty, our bounty. That's the ransom we currently have to pay for King Richard. A toast to all my brave lads, to the loyal outlaws of Sherwood, and to Robin Hood. And to the king. And to the suffering of Prince John and all whipped dogs who lick his boots. A finer day's work we've never done. When the Queen's Knight arrives, we'll have a magnificent gift for his sovereign lady. Watch the road well, we dare not miss him. Yeah. I thought it was odd that the value for the ransom kept increasing. Well, I thought it was my bounty. For some reason, whenever I read ransom, I interpreted it as bounty, the price on our heads. But it isn't. That's the amount of funds we have to pay for the ransom. It's good you're up. Will sent me with a warning. The sheriff has loosed his mongrels to plague us again. Will urges you not to go abroad until they've gone their way. Yet I must, for the Queen's Knight will ride along Watling Street, and I must not miss him. Aye, that's what I told Will you'd say. But go carefully, master. You'll have little chance if they catch you in the forest alone. I'm heading south. Will said to leave the overlook to you. Thank you, John. May the Virgin Lady protect you. Aye, and you. Okay, so the forest is crawling with sheriff's men again. So we might have to employ our tricks. Can I just go to the overlook? I can. Is anyone coming down the street? Anyone at all? Do we need to evade the sheriff's men first, perhaps? Well, I know where we can do that. There are some nice groves around here. So let's go up. Up, I said. Oh, here they come. They're thrashing in the forest, is it? Ah, it's the sheriff's men again. Over here, it's Robin Hood. Robin Hood. They're almost upon me. Okay, I have to go up. Here we go. So this one was Nyon, it's the same we used last time. N... I... N... I... That's not an I, this is the I. N... I... O... N. We're a tree again. Tell the green man I thank him for his blessing. It will be done. Oh, they've got the knight there. It's good I have such trusted men. While I eluded the sheriff's men, they found the queen's knight and hold him for me upon Watling Street. I'll join them at once. So, you're the leader of this rabble. What's the meaning of this? Sire, I beg you to forgive my men if they angered you. They only did as I bade them. Do you not come to Sherwood seeking me? You'll learn nothing from me as long as I'm surrounded by outlaws. My men are completely trustworthy. You've nothing to fear from them. I order you to send them away. Very well, men, you'd best leave. I don't like it, Robin. Not one bit. Neither do I. Then go, because I ask it of you. Bah! Queen's Knight or no Queen's Knight, he could use a lesson in manners. Well, explain yourself or step aside. I have no time to waste on a common outlaw. I'll not move a step until I learn what I need to know. Then you'd best be quick about it, or my sword will teach you to move. Do you serve the Queen? What's that to you, outlaw? If you wish to leave this force alive, you'll answer me. You dare to threaten me. I wish only to serve the Queen by delivering the treasure as promised to her messenger. You should have said so at once. Turn everything over to me. When I'm sure you're the man I want, I'll gladly do so. Get on with it then, and be sure I'll report your insolence to my sovereign. So we need to spell blood. B L 2 O's and a D. What were you doing with your hands? Perhaps you didn't watch closely enough the first time. Shall I do it again? If you have business with me, get on with it. He's probably not the Queen's Knight, but I'll do it again. What's the meaning of that? Answer me. Then you cannot be the true Queen's Knight. What have you done with him? Every instinct I have told me this knight was no Queen's man, but now I must prove that I was right. Let's search him. He carried this letter, sealed with the imprint of the Prior's ring. The letter reads, I have advised the prince that we have succeeded in our mission. The cub is taken, the lion is caged. It's signed by the prior of the monastery and addressed to the sheriff of Nottingham. His armor wouldn't fit me, even if I thought it might make a useful disguise. Little John can deal with the horse, he has a way with the beasts. Let's summon the man. I stayed within range of your horn, master. What's happened here? Why did you kill the Queen's knight? He wasn't the Queen's man. He carried a written message to the sheriff from the prior, proof of their conspiracy with Prince John. Odds blood, what of the true Queen's knight? We must find him. Leave this mess with me. I'll get him out of the road and see to the horse. Can I summon more men? The other men have spread out and many not. Hear your horn, Robin. Okay. Oh, that was the end of it. That's the end of the day. By dusk the forest was clear of the sheriff's men, for they're not brave enough to roam Sherwood at night. Nonetheless, I counted men anxiously as they returned to camp one by one. When all were safely returned or accounted for, I joined my friends by the fire. I grow weary of these sheriff's men tramping through our territory like vermin. It's an outrage. The sheriff must think this is his forest. We cannot let him hinder us. We must find the true Queen's knight, even should he set a soldier behind every tree. We'd better sleep on it then. Tomorrow may well be a desperate day. Okay, what news do you have? A farthing for your thoughts, Will. Eh? Oh, I was wondering what will happen to us if the king doesn't return. Those are unhappy thoughts, not worth a farthing. Bad enough we can send our share of the ransom without the Queen's knight. And if you can't find it and rescue him, we'll be blamed for his death, you know that. Prince John will seize the crown and he'll spare nothing to rout us out of Sherwood. I know it well. I see little way that I can help, Robin. It's up to you. Up to me, huh? Well, the letter mentioned... It's from the prior. Maybe I'll have to return to the monastery. Maybe they have imprisoned the knight. I still haven't gotten around to the hedge maze in the monastery though. Not the monastery, the abbey. I feel like I missed my chance. There's actually a map in the hint book, so maybe we were supposed to go there, but we weren't there. There's no one in here. I don't have a disguise this time. But we do have the water ring. And we haven't used it once. Considering all of this is water here, maybe we can make something work? If the knight is kept in here, we must save him. That would serve no purpose. Perhaps from another part of this area. Some power keeps me from donning both rings at once, as folk warn me their natures are in conflict and refuse to be worn. Oh, I need to wear it. Let's remove. Oh, hello. We are called by the ring that commands water. How may we serve you? Do you wish to cross the water? I seek a missing knight and suspect these monks of treachery. Can you help me? A prisoner is held in a tower of the monastery. Wait, we will bring you a boat. Well, they did bring me a boat. Follow us and we will guide you through the fog to the place you seek. We will go before you to lead the way. Follow us or you will be lost in the fog. Oh, I don't have to do anything. So will we enter through the secret passage then? Oh no, I actually have to do anything. I actually have to do something. Let's follow the wisps. The prisoner you seek is held within this tower. Our help ends here. We have no power over stone or plant. So how do I land? Like this. So do I climb this? Fear not, we will keep your boat from straying. So do I climb this? The vines broke off at my touch. I don't have a lot. I have a ring that commands I cannot climb on bare stone. Clearly the ivy cannot bear my weight, yet I can see no other way to scale this tower. Am I missing something perhaps? The ledge becomes too narrow to go that way. No other way to scale it. Huh, how would I do this? I have no idea. I thought I could just scale the ivy, but I'm too heavy apparently. Reeds are of no use. There's not the least handhold I could use for climbing them. Oh, hold on. Maybe. What type of plant is this? Ivy. Gort. So let's spell out quartz. G O. So that's the O. This is the G. G O R T. No, that's a P. This is a T. G O R T. The ivy has magically doubled in thickness and strength. Well, that is quite handy. Did you hear something, brother? I thought I did, but nay, it's just the wind in the trees. Who are you? How did you climb the tower? I see no rope. I'm Robin Hood, and I climbed the ivy that grows on the tower to reach you. I have... Liar, I tried those vines myself. They were brittle and wouldn't support a squirrel, let alone a man. Yet I swear that I climbed them, with the aid of druid magic. I've a boat waiting below to take us out of the fens. I'll go nowhere with you until you've proven you're a friend. Okay, let's spell out blood again. B-L-O-O-D. Good, now I know you're the right man. Then let's waste no more time. Go before me so that I might see you safely in the boat before I follow. You're sure these vines will hold? I am here, am I not? I suppose if I must trust you, I may as well start now. Brothers, the prisoner is escaping. Stop him. Yes, I would like to save my game now. Ah! Poor Robin has learned to his dismay that death is but a stone's throw away. Ah, no! So, I can't go down. Why can't I go down? Oh, I'm going down automatically. There we go. To the boat, brothers! If they reach the shore, all is lost. The monks were no match for two strong and desperate men. Once within the dark shelter of the forest, it was easy to leave them behind. The Queen's knight was fed, clothed, and his wounds treated in our camp, but as soon as he was rested, he set forth with all the ransom we had to give him. Oh, there's Marion. There's no need to accompany me further. I have loyal men waiting in Nottingham to see me the rest of the way. Then God speed you safely to the Queen's side. I give you my heartfelt thanks, you and all your men, for your aid and loyalty. I wish you'd gone with him. You'd be safer with the Queen. My place is with you until the King returns. Surely you think this cannot be the end of the story? Nay, there is much yet to tell. What follows is a time of waiting. waiting for the treasure to reach the Queen, waiting for the ransom to reach King Leopold in Austria, waiting for King Richard to be freed and return to England. You wait through the long and dreary months of winter for some word of your king's fate. None comes. In winter, friend and foe alike keep to shelter and all is quiet. As the spring of 1194 renews the green of the forest, you go forth with your men to hunt and refill the larders. But alas, all your luck flees, all your cunning fails you, and you are taken by the sheriff's men. The sheriff declares you guilty upon the spot and has you and all your men led to the gallows as quickly as possible. That he dares such a thing without a trial can only mean he is sure of Prince John's power to protect him. Despair fills your soul to have fought so long and so well, only to dance at the end of a rope. Yet, even as the rope tightens about your neck, you hear the drumming of hooves, blare of horns, clash of steel. King Richard has come to Nottingham. Word came to me, Master Sheriff, that you'd captured the great outlaw Robin Hood. But I heard nothing of a trial. Is this the way you've kept the law in my absence? But my lord, my king, he is a terrible outlaw, guilty of every sort of crime. I saw no need. My liege, hear me. I am your true and loyal servant. I did not choose to be an outlaw, but was driven to it by corrupt and evil men. Silence, you thieving dog! Enough, I will hear him speak. My king, do you know nothing of the money we sent for your ransom? Not one penny did I or my men keep that we could send to win your freedom. I have not had word from my mother the Queen to account for every mark, if what you say is true. My lord, you cannot take seriously the rantings of a desperate man. He will say anything to save his neck. Then it will be decided as it should have been, in the court of justice. Robin Hood, you and those you call your men stand accused of brigandage, of stealing from the church, defying the sheriff's justice, defying the king's law, and killing the king's deer. Do you deny these crimes? My lord, is it a crime to defy those who abuse your trust and use your laws to their own ends? Is it a crime to seek justice where there is only injustice? I do not defy your laws, only the evil men who use their power for personal gain. I do not steal from the church, but only from greedy men who use the church to gain riches for themselves. Those are strong words. Your life depends upon what I hear before I pass judgment. Because of his holy vows, I allowed your man, the Friar Tuck, to go free, that he might gather witnesses to speak in your favor. I trusted to his sworn word that he would return and share your judgment, as he indeed has. But there are others here who will speak against you, and their testimony shall also be weighed. Let the witnesses speak. By your leave, I shall speak first. I've served Robin Hood faithfully for many seasons. He is a man of honor, loyal to his king, just and fair. I pray thee, your majesty, to give little mind to this curtal friar. I am the abbot of St. Mary's, and I have been plagued by this rascal of an outlaw. He flouts the sanctity of the church, and shows no respect of any true holy man, as this poor monk of mine can attest. 'Tis true, my liege. He waylaid me upon Watling Street, stripped me of my robe, mocked my dignity. And that false friar beat me with a sword and forced me to toil at chopping wood for his gang of ruffians. A poor job he did of it too, fattened as he is with gluttony and excess of wine and ale, and lazy from a life of unmonkly comfort. My lord king, it was to this abbot that Prince John sent a stolen treasure, so that you might languish forever in a foreign prison. It was Robin Hood who swore to do everything in his power to raise ransom for your freedom. And this he did, with every mark entrusted to the knight who brought it to the Queen. I have since received an accounting of exactly the amount the outlaw sent, and will weigh it in my judgment accordingly. Sire, this man is mistaken in accusing the prince of treachery. Your brother intended only to safeguard the treasure until it could be used to free you. It is only from fear of this diligent sheriff that the outlaw sent money, undoubtedly in the desperate hope of winning a pardon for his great many sins. I have not forgotten your sins so quickly, you black-hearted prior. 'Twas Robin who freed me from your torture, Robin who saved me and set me free. I knew at once he was a good man, good enough that I entrusted to him the ring that commands water. And I kept it safe, as folk asked of me. Furthermore, I had also the ring that commands fire, which had been taken by the abbot. A scurrilous lie! Where are my rings now? Ask yonder sheriff. 'Twas he that took everything from me when I was captured. More lies, my lord, we found nothing of value upon him. What say you, folk? I would sooner take the word of Robin Hood over these rogues. And there is the matter of the Queen's knight who was also held prisoner in your tower. Aye, these things can all be explained. You can be sure they will, and to my complete satisfaction. But we are here at this time to pass judgment upon Robin Hood. Your judgment will come soon enough. Let the common folk now speak. I am only a poor widow, I live by the wool I spin, and with the help of my 3 good sons. They were wrongly accused of treason, and would all be hanged now if not for Robin Hood and his men. I owe him the lives of my sons. Her sons consorted with outlaws and deserved hanging. My sons are all I have in the world, I bless Robin Hood for his goodness. God help the woman who seeks mercy at the hands of this sheriff or his men. Robin Hood saved me from one of his scoundrels who wrongly accused me of withholding taxes and would have dragged me to the most hideous fate a woman can suffer. Robin Hood saved me from the sheriff's men. They accused me of poaching. But what am I to do when I see my wife and children starving because the sheriff taxes us to the last farthing? He treated me fairly. He gave me good money in exchange for my first set of rags. You'll hear no good of Robin Hood from me. The cur robbed me of exquisite clothing, the same as I now wear, and I had to have them remade at great expense. Further, he stole precious jewelry, of which I had labored mightily, and which I had set gems of unsurpassed perfection. False gems, as you yourself admitted. I said no such thing, they were beyond price. He set me on the road in no more than shirt, without shoes, bereft of dignity or comfort, or... That will do. Speak up, yeoman, let your voice be heard. I still wear the good suit of Lincoln green that I was given, and proudly I wear it. 'Twere thanks to the good outlaws of Sherwood Forest that I returned to me home with a goodly sum in me pocket, and won me a fair lass to wife. Lady Marian, you ask to speak last. Thank you, my lords. I have come to know Robin Hood well, and I also owe him my life. Pay no heed to this slut, my liege. She's a witch who keeps company with brigands and... Silence! The Lady Marian has served my Queen Mother for years and is of noble blood. I'll not tolerate such accusations against her. Speak on, lady. Robin is completely loyal to you. He is honest, fair and true, undeserving of the fate that has driven him to live outside the law. He seeks only peace and justice. He devoted himself to raising ransom on your behalf, even as these other wicked men conspired against you. Don't listen to their lies. Robin and his men are your truest subjects. I beg you to grant them your pardon and your favor. If there is anyone who has not yet spoken, let him stand forth. Very well, the witnessing is complete. Clear the floor and I shall pronounce judgment. Robin Hood, I find you innocent of all charges brought against you. Furthermore, I declare you a free man with no mark of outlaw against you. Your Majesty, I thank you, but my men... If I free the master, I must free his devoted friends. They are granted full pardons. Bless you, my liege. And prior, most evil cur, you are exiled from my kingdom and your order disbanded for all time. The sheriff is instructed to slay you on the spot if you are not gone from my shores within the week. You want pardons for yourself and your men, but many rich rewards eluded you. Methinks you must try much harder in your next attempt as Robin Hood. Okay, so we beat the game, but we missed stuff. Definitely missed the hedge maze. Really curious as to what is there, but alas, the game is over. So we will never know. You will all have to play the game and find out for yourselves. As for me, this is where I leave you, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed Conquests of the Longbow, and as usual, I will see you all next time.